Hello students, how are you all? This is Anup sir, your English teacher. Students, in this video, we are going to continue our lesson number 6 from Beehive's book, that is My Childhood, for class 9th. So students, let's begin with the lesson. One day, when I was in the 5th standard at the Rameshwaram Elementary School, a new teacher came to our class. I used to wear a cap which marked me as a Muslim, and I always sat in the front row next to Ramananda Sastri, who wore the sacred thread. So, students, as APJ Abdul Kalam belonged to a Muslim family, he used to wear a cap on his head which identified him as a Muslim. His friend Ramananda Sastri, who was the son of the priest of the Rameshwaram temple, belonged to a Hindu Brahmin family and used to wear the sacred thread worn by Brahmins. When these children were in class 5, a new teacher came to their class. APJ Abdul Kalam recalls an incident which happened then. The new teacher could not stomach a Hindu priest's son sitting with Muslim boy. In accordance with our social ranking, as the new teacher saw it, I was asked to go and sit on the back bench. I felt very sad, and so did Ramananda Sastri. He looked utterly downcast as I shifted to my seat in the last row. The image of him weeping when I shifted to the last row left a lasting impression on me. Students, here the phrase could not stomach means could not tolerate, and the word downcast means sad and depressed. So, students, this new teacher could not tolerate that a Hindu priest's son was sitting next to a Muslim boy. So, he told APJ Abdul Kalam to go and sit on the last bench as he belonged to a lower rank of the society. Both the children felt very bad. When APJ changed his seat and went back and sat on the last bench, Ramananda felt very bad. APJ Abdul Kalam still remembers the image of his friend Ramananda crying. It left a lifelong impression on Kalam of his friend's feeling for him. After school, we went home and told our respective parents about the incident. Lakshmana Sastri summoned the teacher and, in our presence, told the teacher that he should not spread the poison of social inequality and communal intolerance in the minds of innocent children. He brutally asked the teacher to either apologize or quit the school and the island. Not only the teacher regret his behavior, but the strong sense of conviction Lakshmana Sastri conveyed ultimately reformed the young teacher. Students, the word summoned means called. The word brutally means speaking in a direct and honest way, even if this offends or upsets people. The word apologized means seeks pardon. The word quit means to leave. The word conviction means a strong opinion or belief. The word convey means communicated. So, students, both children went home and told their parents about this incident. And Ramananda Sastri's father, Lakshmana Sastri, called the new teacher and scolded him. He told him not to kill the children's friendship by putting the venomous discrimination of caste and religions into their innocent minds. Lakshmana Sastri was very clear in himself. He told the teacher, either you ask sorry for the wrong you have done, or else leave the school and the island. The teacher asked sorry for the mistake he had done and due to the Lakshmana Shastri's determination, his thoughts about religion and caste changed. On the whole, the small society of Rameshwaram was very rigid in terms of the segregation of different social groups. However, my science teacher, Siva Subramanya Iyer, though an orthodox Brahmin with a very conservative wife, was something of a rebel. He did his best to break social barriers so that people from varying backgrounds could mingle easily. He used to spend hours with me and would say, Kalam, I want you to develop so that you are on par with the highly educated people of the big cities. Students, here the word rigid means strict. The word segregation means separation. The word orthodox means one who follows the religion strictly. The word conservative means traditional. The word rebel means in opposition. The word mingle means interact with each other. And the phrase on par means at the same level. So, students, the division of society into four groups, Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Sudras, was strictly followed in Rameshwaram. Abdul Kalam's science teacher, Siva Subramanya Iyer, was a religious person, an orthodox Brahmin, but was a rebellious type of person. He did not believe in divisions on the basis of caste system. He worked very hard to break these social barriers. He wanted that people of different castes should interact with each other. He encouraged APJ Abdul Kalam to work hard so that he could be at the same level as the highly educated people who lived in big cities. One day, he invited me to his home for a meal. His wife was horrified at the idea of a Muslim boy being invited to dine in her ritually pure kitchen. She refused to serve me in her kitchen. Siva Subramanya Iyer was not perturbed, nor did he get angry with his wife, but instead served me with his own hands and sat down beside me to eat his meal. His wife watched us from behind the kitchen door. I wondered whether she had observed any difference in the way I ate rice, drank water, or cleaned the floor after the meal. Students, here, ritually pure means kept protected from all outside influences for the observances of religion. The word perturbed means set up. So, students, Shiva Subramanya Iyer's wife belonged to a traditional and orthodox Brahmin family. She followed the religion very strictly, and to keep the kitchen pure, no one from an inferior religion was allowed to enter the kitchen. When Shiva Subramanya Iyer called APJ Abdul Kalam for dinner at his house, his wife feared that a boy from a Muslim family would make her kitchen impure. She refused to serve him food in her kitchen. Shiva Subramanya Iyer was neither upset nor angry. He himself served food to APJ Abdul Kalam and sat down beside him to eat. His wife stood beside the kitchen door and looked at APJ Abdul Kalam while he was having food. Abdul Kalam says that he doesn't think that she felt there was any difference in the way he was having his food, or the way he was drinking water, or in the way he cleaned the floor after the dinner. He wants to highlight the religion does not matter, as it does not alter the way in which a person eats food. When I was leaving his house, Siva Subramanya Iyer invited me to join him for dinner again the next weekend. Observing my hesitation, he told me not to get upset, saying, once you decide to change the system, such problems have to be confronted. Students, here the word hesitation means doubt or delay. The word confronted means faced or tackled. So, students, when APJ was about to leave Sivasubramanya Iyer's house, he invited him for dinner once again next weekend. When Sivasubramanya Iyer noticed Abdul Kalam's hesitation, he asked him not to be upset. He added that if he had decided to change the system, he had to go against the norms of the society and he had to be strong and brave and face the situation. When I visited his house the next week, Shiva Subramanya Iyer's wife took me inside her kitchen and served me food with her own hands. So, students, when he visited Shiva Subramanya Iyer's house for dinner the next week, his wife made him sit in the kitchen and served him food with her own hands. So, this is the change that happened. Then, the Second World War was over and Indians' freedom was imminent. Indians will build their own India, declared Gandhiji. The whole country was filled with an unprecedented optimism. Students, here the word imminent means about to happen. The word unprecedented means never done or known before. The word optimism means hope, cheer. So, students, when the Second World War got over in the year 1945, India was about to get freedom, which happened in the year 1947. Mahatma Gandhi said that Indians would build their own India. The entire country was filled with hope and happiness. Everyone was expressing such a feeling which they had never felt before. Everyone was hoping that now they would get their freedom. I asked my father for permission to leave Rameshwaram and study at the district headquarters in Ramanathapuram. He told me, as if thinking aloud, Abdul, I know you have to go away to grow. Does the seagull not fly across the sun alone and without a nest? So, students, APJ Abdul Kalam asked his father to allow him to go to Ramanathapuram, which was the district headquarters, for higher studies. In reply, his father told him that he knew that APJ needed to go away so that he could move on ahead in life. He gave the example of seagull which flies away in the sky all alone and does not have a nest. It means it does not have a home of its own as it keeps on flying from one place to another. He quoted Khalil Gibran to my hesitant mother. Your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you, but not from you. You may give them your love, but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. Students, here the word longing means desire. For they have their own thoughts is an extract which is taken from the poem Your Children, written by Khalil Gibran. So, students, when APJ Abdul Kalam's mother came to know that he was about to leave home and wanted to go to Ramanathapuram for higher studies, she got upset. Abdul Kalam's father tried to calm her down and told her a few lines from a famous poem titled Your Children, written by Khalil Gibran. He said that Your children are not your children. They are the children of life. Don't think that you can rule your children. They are a result of life's desire for itself. They have their own thoughts. He asked her to give them freedom to fulfill their thoughts. So, students, we have completed our lesson number 6 from Beehive. The name is My Childhood. That is an extract from Wings of Fire about APJ Abdul Kalam's biography. So, students, this is all about this video. We have completed the lesson and you will get the notes of this lesson with this video, which you will have to write down in your classwork. Till then, this is Anup sir saying thank you and goodbye.